So, what do you guys think about this? Delete PvE, make PvE free. And this is like where you talk about you cycle or something like that. It doesn't really matter. 53k votes and then make PvE free. It's so big. I'll tell you guys the context. So, I think he got triggered by this. Some guy, Talisman, said, "Bought Tarkov, you have to buy PvE for $30 flipping." Immediately refunded it on Steam, I guess, and it blew up. It got like 1 million views, and then Nikita was like, "Lol, lol." So he is lolling because somebody who refunded Tarkov because PvE is additional $30, and it blew up. So he loaded and then it double blew up thanks to him. As far as I know, this 1 million view includes this 737k view, as far as I understand. Anyways, due to that, he was a bit triggered. I think that's why he's triggered, or maybe there was like more internal like data about PvE or whatever, and then he said, just no FFS, no. Like, what? And then he starts saying, how many likes PvE for free statement will get, lol. He's lolling a lot. And then he does this poll. And I was like, alright, delete it. Let's see what happens, bro. Delete it. But apparently, obviously, it says free. People are gonna click more. And also, I mean, yeah, everybody's gonna click that, to be honest. But I'm actually kind of surprised like there's a lot of clicks on this one. Because, you know, I guess PvP lovers who doesn't like PvE is 28%. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's 53k votes. And then because this was too high, he said, "Okay, never mind, less votes. How are you guys? Back to good old Nikita mode." It's really interesting. They delete PvE and there are large number of people will be upset. No, it's not large number of people being upset. It's straight up stealing money. They need to refund everything if they're gonna do that. Maybe more than that because people spend some time on it. It's harsh for people who only play PvE. About something before doing any research. Yeah, I know. But that's not the point. That's not even the point right now. Like, this guy didn't do research. I get that, but I don't really care about it. I only care about Nikita, what he mentioned, and then the people talking about make PvE free. I personally think $30 is excessive, and then it might be way better for PvE to be free for the guys who play PvP, not PvE being given away for free. But if somebody buys PvP, they should also have PvE. Does that make sense? Some people are misunderstanding that PvE should be free, which sounds like anybody in the world can have an access to PvE for free. Nobody's saying that, I'm pretty sure. What most people are saying is, if you bought PvP, you should also have PvE access, not buy additionally, you know? How is the game not free? I don't know, they should make it free. Like, I don't know. Like, they act like that. Anyways. What I want to ask you guys is, if you have PvP, should PvE be free? Type 1 if you guys think so. Type 2, no. If somebody has PvP, he should automatically own PvE. Type 1 if you think so. Type 2 if you don't think so. Like, just don't think about the money. Just think about it objectively about it. Okay, yeah, a lot of people are saying 1. So yeah, that's what I thought about it too. I talked about it a lot. I'll talk about a couple more stuffs, obviously. First of all, I do understand why they're charging PvE. It's literally the same game, just no PvP elements. I mean, I do understand. Should I just get out of this rate and talk about it actually? Let's talk about it. You know what? Since I started talking about it, let me talk about it. I'll talk about it. Keep up the flow going, guys. One for sure, yeah, a lot of ones. I'll talk about what I know of. What I think is, if you have PvP, you should have PvE for free. Like automatically you should have it. But I do also understand why PvE has additional cost. So I'll explain those costs that I can think of. Number one is I think different game structure. Different game structure. Like they have to like add more quests, more AI difference as far as I know, AI difference. And they have to change some, you know, some AIs, like they had to reskin the raiders into PMCs. So they did put some work on it. So I understand that part. So they had to put some work. It's not exactly PvP, but deleted the player interaction and they just threw it away. It's not like that. And number two, I heard it from Nikita himself in the interview. He said in PvE, servers are reserved by one person per one server. Bro, what? Why did he make it like that? It's so ridiculous he made it like that. I mean, I guess that is the only way to do it. So in PvP, there's server, and in that server there could be like 10 people, right? But in PvE, there's one person using one whole server. Like what? Like they should do something about that, obviously. That's one of the reasons. Also, another reason that I can understand why PvE needs extra expense. And this is like actually some different. Anyways, yeah. The number one kind of includes the development of PvE too. They do develop some PvE. Not exactly the same, but they develop things in PvE. And another thing I can talk about is PvE server race required. Server race required. I didn't really understand this at all. But after hearing some people and then like listening about development, I now kind of understand. PvE needs server rate because the game's optimization is really bad. So the guys who played PvE will understand. If you play on server rate, you have better performance. Most of the people better performance than local rate. As far as compared to local rates. Local, like as far as I understand why this is happening is that the server takes up the AI calculation. If you go into a server raid, the AI's pathing, AI's reaction, AI's action calculation needs to be done somehow. But if you do it on local, your PC needs to take care of that, right? But if you do it on server, the server will take it up. That's why you don't load your PC too much. That's why you have better performance. That's what I heard. And this also kind of makes it into number three. They had to make a whole new infrastructure for local raids, I guess. That's why they had more expense they had to put into PvE. That's what I can think of. Those are all the things I can think of. I don't know, you guys could give me like a little bit more opinion about what kind of a PvE expense has been done for us to pay more to just get PvE. But what I also want to say is, even though that's happening, PvP and PvE should be in a bundle, not you need to buy PvE individually at $30 or whatever. $30. Let me see how much it is actually. I was gonna look up and I got distracted. Expansions. PvE upgrade is 27 euros, right? 27 euros. That means like $30, right? They're 10% off because of the new year and everything. I still think, is there any game that is PvP and sells PvE later with $30 or whatever the price? I don't think there is any, right? plus fees. Yeah, it's gonna be more expensive. I can't think of one. People did talk about free PvP game, and then they started selling like campaign on PvE, campaign PvE. But it's not like that in this case. I know people talking about those kind of cases, but this is not like that. It's quite different occasion. Fortnite indirectly. PvE spawn rated bosses. Halo has free PvP, but campaign is separate, but agreed not the same as Tarkov. So yeah, I don't think there's anything like this in the first place. So this is really rare occasion, which is like Tarkov itself is pretty rare occasion in the first place. The whole game is. It has a lot of rare drama, rare occasion. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly check that. I Google searched it, ChatGPT did, couldn't find really like a viable comparison. So it is pretty rare and weird occasion right now. Call of Duty Warzone, what does that mean? Call of Duty Warzone PvP is free, but Call of Duty like storyline is you need to pay money, right? But that's not the case. We have PvP, we already paid money, and then PvE pay another money. But Call of Duty Warzone is free PvP and then buy campaign PvE, which is the most of the cases. But this is like a whole new case, PvP becoming... Anyways. I personally think PvP, if you already bought PvP, you should have PvP for free. Even though I talked about multiple things up here. First of all, we're not... The PvE players won't be... You know what? I think I should wrap up there. I don't have very good knowledge about this. I mean, the hosting, there could be like P2P and everything, but for some reason, Great Warzone Warfare is free PvE. Yes, so like it's not like a good comparison. I mean, I guess it's a good comparison because it's literally opposite of Tarkov, I guess. Nothing in life is free. What are we talking about? We literally talked about there's free games. Tarkov is unique. It's groundbreaking. Let's be honest, very special game, like nothing we've seen before. It's just in the wrong hands. What? P2P in competitive game. What? No, in PvE I'm talking about. P2P should be in PvE, P2P. Because I know people wants to play co-op and everything, and we could do P2P for that. I don't know. I'm not a developer. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about why PvE should be free. I don't really completely know. I just talked about why PvE would have some expense on it. Why PvE should be free, I can talk about that. It's really unique. It's not really usually happening. And okay, I have like one idea. Like, it's not like PvP plus PvE users, because there's no only PvE users. There's only PvP users or PvP plus PvE users, right? Anyways, in this case, it's not like PvE users are gonna take up 2 servers at once to pay $30 more for server fee or whatever. Rather, PvE players will just play local, which won't have any server expense, except I guess, like, you know, for recording the records, the backend servers. And yeah, even though they go to servers, they will be reserving only one server, like not PvP also. So paying $30 is pretty extreme in my opinion. And then the server also, I was thinking like that, but now after Nikita said that they're reserving servers one person per one server, I think it's on their fault on that. They need to do something about that, obviously. Yeah, there are a lot of people who bought Tarkov only for PvE. But like, okay, I'll tell more reasonable stuff. sell PvP obviously with whatever the price tag, and sell PvE completely separately. How about that? $30 or whatever the price that they think. Maybe like $50, I guess. Just completely sell differently. Completely. Don't have to make people buy PvP, and then buy PvE because we say so. Let people just buy PvE individually completely. This is not like this because Nikita does want people to go back to PvP. Why can't we just buy PvE alone, standalone, you know? Or let people have PvP. If they buy PvP, they have PvE. Like, the way it is right now is super weird. There's a lot more alternatives. How about this one, guys? Type 1 if you think PvE standalone should be a thing. Type 2 if not. Can you guys do that, please? PvE is more expensive than PvP. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, there's actually a lot of 2 this time. Interesting. The guys who saying 2, why not though? 1 price per boss. Because of that. Yeah, there would be a better option for gamers, but like, there are people who only wants PvE. Like, there should be, what I'm saying is, there should be more windows open, more options more open. People who buys PvE only, let's say there's only PvE standalone, he buys it with $30 or whatever the price they choose. And then he plays it and he'd be like, I kind of want to play PvP too, and he might buy it again. It's win-win for BSG. I mean, in my opinion, it's win-win. But I guess it's not, eventually. That's why they don't choose it to be like that. SBMM, that's like a whole different topic. Simply like upgrading versions, okay. I don't know, like people talk about my skill is bad or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Who cares about skills on that? You're not streaming or anything. I mean, if you're streaming, there could be some different story, but if you're playing alone, playing games, and you're playing with your friends, who the fuck cares, man? You can play whatever the hell you want. Don't think about it too much. It's because like these PvE haters just smack talk on them too much. People like try to say, hey, I'm just bad at the game or whatever. I'm not talking about Tarkov should be free to play. I'm not talking about that. That's like whole another topic. PvE is more immersive. I still think I already covered this billion times, but PvE does let you soak into the game a lot more, because PvP you're always like on guard. I know the feeling. The feeling is better in PvP. It's more immersive, like more like heart pounding or whatever. But in PvE, you get more soaked into the game. Like you are more into the game. Oh, this is the story. What's happening? Oh, this gun works like this, and this gun is better. This gun is that better. Wow, I can enjoy the gun whatever I want. I'm actually in Tarkov or something like that. It's different. It has big difference in PvP and PvE, and I think PvE is great because Tarkov already has a lot of good elements, even though we exclude the PvP part. Like, I know PvP can be good in Tarkov, but a lot of elements of good things can be negated because it has also bad parts, a lot of them. You guys all know. You guys gotta mention about the magicians. You guys gotta mention about the extra campers or rats or, you know, sweats or no lifers. I understand all of that. But even though we delete complete this part, still PvE part is super big. This part is big, so you can enjoy a lot in my opinion. At least like hundreds of hours, even thousands of hours. I don't know how many raids, I don't know how many percentage there's gonna be cheaters. It's always changing, it's always like a battle, cat and mouse chase. But anyways, you play normally, you fight normally with the legit players, but all of a sudden you get like head tap, like 10 times on the helmet, with like SPM or whatever. Then you're like, oh, this is cheater, and this is turn off. I can be better than him, but he fucking turn on cheats it. That's why I lost. That's a turn off. That's definitely understandable. It's just a game. You don't have to be like, I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna chat up and I'm gonna fight off the cheaters because I'm a Chad. You don't have to do that. It's a fucking game. You can be like, there's fucking cheaters. I'm not gonna play this, and then you can play something else. It's completely fine to do that. But people are always like being like, bro, grow up and just fight the cheaters, or grow up. You can overcome the cheaters. It's weird. It's not like that. It's just like games. It's just a game still. Like as I already said, there was a dude who was saying playing PvE has no honor. I'm like, ah, bro, this is peak. The no wipe is great. I understand that part, but that part is kind of negative now because PvP has no wipe too. PvP has persistent character, the one you guys are playing right now, and they're gonna add another one which is seasonal character. So the no wipe part is gone now. It's still good. It's still good. Arena's gonna have a PvE mode, not PvE mode, but PvE style game mode. I'm pretty sure like boss rush or the AI rush or whatever. Why the fuck would I go into unfair fight where I know that my chances are like 0? I have gear fear in PvE. Of course, yeah, PvE you have too much gear abundance. That also kind of kills the fun of the game. You keep on like having too much gear lowers the fun in the game. Like losing the stuff in the game actually makes the game fun at some point. If you have too much stuff, then you're like, bro, I have too much stuff. What am I supposed to do? It's like having too much games in Steam. I don't know if that makes sense. If you have only one game, think about whenever you were a kid and you only had the game for the first time, only one game, and you played that game like crazy. But now you have like trillions of games. I don't know, I'm going too far, but you get the point. Having too much gear is actually not that fun. It could be fun. You can be like a collector, and then you could have like a different goals of being a collector, like Steam game collection. But yeah, Pong for Atari. Old folks here, and no honor in playing PvE, no honor in cheating, no honor in raiding. I don't know. Surplus of gear is never bad. It's good, but it does kind of like lowers your craving for better gear. Should I say? Like if you play PvP, what the hell is this guy? If you play PvP, losing a gear feels bad, but at the same time, getting a gear, like it's also similar to the loot scarcity. I think loot should be always scarce, in my opinion, because that makes you feel better whenever you actually find the lytics. If the loot is too much, I know I'm being like a streamer brain right here, and no life for brain. But if the loot is too abundant and you have like 30 lytics, you don't feel good about picking up lytics at all. It needs to have some kind of a scarcity as much as possible. So gear is kind of in that way too. When I want PvP, you play like better honor or for honor or WoW. Okay, yeah, that could be a thing too. You can play arena. Tarkov arena exists too. I know a lot of people play PvE and then play Tarkov arena. I'm not played arena yet. Is it any good? Personally, it's alright in my opinion, but I just don't like the marketing tactic that PvE BattleState games keep putting in. They keep putting in like arena exclusive item, and then like you can buy it through Battle Pass. You can also play it through, obviously, put some time in it, but you can also buy it, like, and then bring it into the actual game, the Tarkov game. I don't like that. I hate those ones. You say that until you open the 314 Dorm's Mark Doom key and then 10 times and absolutely getting nothing out of it. That's too much scarcity. So you gotta balance it. They gotta balance it well, obviously. It's not my job to do. Like I always say this, gamers should have more options. Making the game fun is obviously the developer's job. We're still customers, guys. I know some people are super dedicated to Tarkov and then try to like, you know, help them by supporting them. I get that, but we're still customers. It's their job. It's BSG's job. Grinding PvP. I'm just goofing around. Like, I personally think grinding could be fun, but I'm like kind of over it. I used to be like a super efficient gamer. I'm an RPG gamer more of, and Tarkov has a lot of RPG element. That's why I hopped on. And like scabbing is fun. I'm a looter and RPG gamer rather than FPS gamer. I'm not a pure FPS gamer. So like in RPG, you need to like actually have like a really set path to efficiently level up quick and then benefit from everything. I used to be that kind of a gamer. Haven't been doing that for ages because it's not fun. The fun of growing up in the game is good. Like leveling up in the game is good. But at the same time, it's not fun at some point if you do that too much. So I became like some kind of a goofy gamer. You can check my YouTube channel. There's like 90% of it is like goofy gaming. And I like that more. You know what would be cool? Iron Man PvP mode. I really want that. I really want that. That's why Nikita added like a perks for negative and positive perks. For wipe or prestige, he said. For seasonal characters, you can like delete the pouch, but you will have like more additional like perks. Maybe, I don't know, more strengths, I guess. I don't know how it's gonna work. He said he's gonna do that. So there's gonna be more hardcore options and everything. Perk system, yeah. Did you guys play Zomboid? Like Zomboid, if you're fat in Zomboid, you have more health, but your stamina is lower. Something like that. It reminds me of a lot of RPG games. Yeah, Tarkov is a really interesting game. It's a really good gun mechanic is awesome, the best in the gaming world or in the history. But at the same time, it has like a lot of looting elements, a lot of RPG elements. It has just so many stuff. That's why the game is spaghetti coated and too much issues with it. And guys, some people misunderstand that because I back PvE players a lot. They think I'm only PvE player. I've been playing Tarkov since I don't know when. I don't even know. Like 4 years ago, I played Tarkov PvP like 6,000 hours or even more than that. And then I've been playing PvE like 2,000 hours. I think. I don't exactly know. It would be lovely if it shows that. But anyways, so yeah, you guys, the guys who keep saying like, bro, this guy only plays PvE. I played both of them fair amount, okay? And I just thought it's ridiculous people being weird about PvE. It's alright. It's alright that somebody else is enjoying the game, guys. They don't have to torture themselves all the time, just like you guys, to feel better, for you guys to feel better. They can enjoy their lives. It's completely fine. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of PvP veterans who moved on to PvE due to, you know, a lot of reasons. A lot of different reasons. That's a whole another topic to talk about, guys. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for watching. So what do you guys think? Delete PvE or make PvE free? Or PvE standalone? Do tell me in the comments. If you want to check me out on live, check out Twitch, YouTube, Kickstream, Twitch. We got only 2 days left for the drops, 24 hours drops. It's been already 11 days, 12 days. I don't even know that I've been doing 24/7 drops. Do tell me in the comments what you guys think. I really want to hear about it. And yeah, I don't know. Nikita has been crashing out like crazy. I guess he's drunk on New Year's, the Orthodox Christmas or whatever. So do tell me in the comments. And if you guys like these kind of contents, please leave a like, of course. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, guys. Bye-bye. Say bye, YouTube, guys, if you want to.